But the arc rose as well, poised to flash everybody who's looking to come with through the choke.
Smoke over towards Waterfall, but they're in ahead of this one. And Jing, what a track on the headshot. Famous going to be taken down there on the slide. Does manage to find Pac-Man, but Jing, he's able to come away with 2 kills. The spike now dropped. Forsaken swooping out, finding one. DOS9, just the 1 kill found. So 2 find themselves potentially in a risk of elimination here. As the shots flying through the wall, just gets an immense amount of damage. Famous can't see anything at all. As Forsaken's able to go ahead. Basically take him down. Jing clean with the taps. Gets himself another 3K. They're from PRX going into their bonus. Well set up to try to contend with this, and Jing is up over the top. Now he's got a showstopper. He's lobbed it in. NC Slasher is dead. And this round is damn near over. DOS9 lingering here within the smoke. Looks like not really being given too much of a consideration. Does manage to push out to find Patman, but Devi massacres 2 with a stinger. Gets a hefty upgrade. And Berserks has nothing to do. Something wants to get involved, wants to find a piece of the action. He's going to be drifting around the back, and he's going to be finding the headshot. 3-0 start. Bucky in hand for Famous. Fates out the wall.
He's actually in front of the site here.
Oh, yes, he is. And he's dead.
Gone.
Jing is hitting a little bit different these last 2 days. Devi similarly. Looking alive and well. DOS9 just managed to find the headshot. Jing will suffer his first death.
Need to find some timing.
Oh, Berserks.
I don't know if he didn't spot him.
No ping down. Either way, wall gets raised, and he's going to have to tap the door, you would suspect, but Forsaken will just go ahead and find the headshot. See Slasher now recovering a weapon. Swiftly puts it to use. Keeps it now into a 2v2. Spike is trying to be brought through the baby door and around. 30 seconds remaining, but PRX have double stacked this angle. DOS9 now clearing out 1, trying to fake the shot. Brings out, I'm not sure if Patman had actually cleared him there. No, he's got a haunt in the seas. Tucks back around the corner, and it's just gonna get thing for now.
30 seconds left.
Just hang back, dodge the stun. Famous ready to push, but something just a little bit snappier with it.
20
Takes
seconds.
him to pieces, yeah, 20 seconds, and there's still that Odin locked inside of tree. Forsaken's just spraying through, now finds the first, NC Slasher gonna be taken down. In this round, it's over. They need the breakthrough, and they just absolutely cannot. Well,
Yep, which now will be done successfully.
Still going to be sent, and Forsaken, he says, well, I'm at upper now. Famous, a couple bullets to the brain. Odin claims his life. Forsaken will get caught off guard here. Solid reposition from DOS9, sliding forward. A little bit of a slower read, a pivot across towards A, now realizing that it's going to be on the C site.
Spike plant.
Shells lobbed into the corner, NC Slasher finished off, taken down. Solid paint shells there from Jing. DOS9 up top of the box, does that get anticipated. Push onto the corner, Shiro able to find 1. Jing not looking up though. DOS9 does manage to catch him by surprise. Kill found Patman though, quick peek out. DOS9 dead, turn to the flash, double facing forward, and something doing as something does. Bounds forward with the shorty in hand. Cuts him down to size. Damage dealt, but still cash aplenty here for the side of PRX.
Yeah, slight little moment of worry in that round for them as Jing sat. And the rest of the squad playing 2 and 2. Devi and Patman a lot to do on this C site though, if that's where things do eventuate.
Zergs just around the corner, and Jing just a little bit faster. That previous damage dealt to Berserks, making a bit of a difference there. He ends up getting picked apart.
And these are the situations where you expect something to be using the dimensional drift to pivot some information for the rest of the team and allow Jing to get on in, but Boomer changing it up. They wanted to go.
Up and over the top. Jing just Goomba stomping him there, but he actually dies to fall damage. Bit of a king moment there as now the Armageddon going to be rolling out. Devi in the push forward ahead of this one, but DOS9 is there. Has the angle, has the headshot. Something arrives on the site. Still just the open hand though. Ooh, as what a flick and a half. I have no idea how he managed to find that, but they have bought time. The spike never planted throughout this here. Now being committed to. Splash sent up and over the top. The peak coming in. Patman leading the charge and finding them both. PRX continuing now. 6 rounds secured on the defending side here of Lotus.
Just a lot of distraction from PRX sent into.
Trapped here at tree perhaps. Fast lane. It's going to be holding down M1 is Forsaken. Salvo sent, but not displacing. Steadies in. Famous goes diving right into it. A catastrophe, but Shiro with a solid follow-up shot. Tries to get them back into this, but Divide comes away with the kill as NC Slasher's going to be taken down. The stun going to be sent his way, but now Jing pushing forward. The door gets hit. Something finds a headshot. The spike is on the floor. DOS9 is in heaven. The top. Nothing spotted. Now goes for the pink, and Famous with a great headshot. Beats him down. DOS9 looking to try to reposition. Gets himself in deep over by C. Cover going out. It's the one-way setup.
Finally a situation as well for Boom where they can get the plant down and have enough time to set up for a post-plant.
But they don't have the pit to try to go along with it.
Devi can actually, remove the guns.
Says, let's put you back on a Thrifty. Overdrive going to be popped though, and Famous. He likes those odds. Pushing forward, able to find one. DOS9 holding things down at the back as Famous comes away with a third. Forsaken now has to do the lion's share of the work, and that is an immense amount of immediate damage. Famous with a 4K will get Boom.
And really just destroy PRX.
Big change up here. Planting Jing forward. Do they read DOS9's position? It's a question. At the same time, Forsaken, he just peeks out of B. A bit more realigned.
Things going towards this A side with a potential pivot through the baby door back towards B though. And PRX starts to rotate towards A. There goes Forsaken.
Yep, Famous able to find it. After shock, hold off the approach here. Jing swooping around. Two players now contained back behind this smoke. Berserk's going to try to hold the line, but gets full flash. They turn around, and they're able to find it. For a second, it looked like it might have ended with disaster. Double push forward into the smoke, shorty in hand. Jing ends up falling to the wayside. Now 3v3. Famous looking for the shot, but it's going to be Pac-Man who finds it. Just over the shoulder with the op. Doesn't find the contact, and now Spike opened up to start getting tapped here. Swing out, Divide. Holding from the one angle, loses out the fight. Pac-Man now asked to clutch this out. And see Slasher down to a sliver, dead. But does he read the reposition? Has the shorty. Seems like he has an idea, but the time is starting to dwindle. Footsteps going to be heard. Gets it down to half, and Pac-Man! Does he actually have it? Oh! Not quite 0.3 seconds away from bullet.
A pit and a rolling thunder if you can set it up.
Jump out. It's going to be one and an exit. Pac-Man left to his own devices, but the C's will cover his retreat. Smoke sent. Lingers within. Meanwhile, double push around the back is Forsaken, trying to readjust, but Jing right there to play off it as well. And Shiro now putting his sights through and losing the fight. Jing comes away with another kill as something does end up falling. Breaks open the C site here. The last two remaining players, but both of them tagged up.
Point and click for Famous. Doesn't matter about the HP.
Planted.
Timing though from Pac-Man swinging around the back. Watched here by NC Slasher. The first shot missed here. Pac-Man in perfect position to capitalize. Doesn't read NC Slasher's spot, but now has all the info that they need. From here, the Rolling Thunder, far too risky. 14 health remaining. And Jing, he'll peek out. He'll see the shorty, and he'll shut it down.
Yeah, just already tagging him up makes it a little bit easier for PRX to come in together as...
If that pit comes into play, you've got something who can scout, and the Rocket that can flush out a Viper, but something, never mind, is going to be taken down. Rocket does go flying. Damage found on a Famous, but kill not coming through. Swings in with the Stinger, but Jing finds the headshot. Is able to shut down the enemy Neon. Ultimately a trade up here for the side of PRX. Player advantage in their hands. And now everyone from Boom committed and contained within this Rebel position.
Big duel to actually win here.
But now they're going to think that they can rotate out, and Forsaken is lurking with a Judge around the corner. If they choose to go into B, they might just save themselves, but otherwise, a drift towards C, towards Mound could cost them.
Oh, but it does look like they're toying with the idea of C.
They're clustered up. This could be devastating. There's one. Can't find the second.
They're actually going to beat PRX towards this C side too, so maybe finally we're going to get the pit in play for Berserks.
The two players with ults at the ready. NC Slasher gives it a consideration. Opts to go ahead, save it here, perhaps for the post plant. Pit goes in first, but Pac-Man on a little bit of a faster timing, pushes forward, finds him. NC Slasher now has to do it all, but the peek over the top, the spike could run this back from defending side. Be able to take this map, it would be one of the biggest comebacks that we have seen. There's context in included. Flashes out onto multiple players. Shiro able to find one, but I mean, it just lost in the sauce. Ends up falling to something's hands. DOS9 though, nice little lurk behind the box. Finds Patman, finds Devi. DOS9 continuing to try to be the hero here for the team, but Jing cutting him down with the Sheriff and finding the follow-up on the Famous.
Play from Boom over there, but it's going to have no value.
Probably checking, not spotting. NC Slasher for now, still hidden here at backside. Boombot ends up bouncing one more time and Forsaken plays off the back of it beautifully. He rides the rope, must not have been blinded, finds the headshot.
Noya and Salvo combo from Boom over
boy.
at Mound.
PRX is about to get silly. Looking for the flash out. Nothing really noted there. Something finding the shot. They're continuing to run forward. And all right, they get the cleanup. It's going to be a flawless here. He's just smiling.
Yeah, wait for your teammate to see if he can reveal any opponents. I mean, it's putting a little bit of pressure right now onto DOS9, who, well, doesn't feel pressured anymore that he's found Forsaken.
Shrugs that off. In the meantime, Shiro did get tagged down. 10 HP remaining there on Boom's Tejo. Zek into the B side, getting ready to come to fruition. The Thorns that just go ahead. Hold off that back angle, upper, to get the spot on NC Slasher. There's something checking around towards stairs and hits the headshot through the corner.
Pivot towards the A site now as well, and I'm looking at the utility of Boom. You have nothing really to play for on this retake.
No paranoia, just a fault line, and it's already going to be sent as they try to get themselves into positions, but you still have a Viper that's a world away. Jing, however, does get caught, DOS9. At top, just managed to go ahead and find the one, flash into the swing out, and Devi collecting another. It's himself two, finishing off that low HP member, but it's Berserks.
Line him up.
Has them lined up. PRX recounting back to Master Shanghai. Themselves stacked in front of one another, die together, and that does give Boom a round win.
Yeah.
Here. So another outlaw brought forward.
It's not
Only
the worst.
2 half armors actually here, so not too bad, but Devi just disrespects the smoke, pushing forward, catching DOS9 and Famous. That would have been one hell of a flick. Close but no cigar, something does get taken down. Ult gained in death, as Prowler to try to check around the back, and so far Berserks avoiding detection. The bound across, Jing still somehow comes away with that kill, the judge into overtime. We'll see what the call does end up looking like for Boom. Might be best to just cut the losses here on the map and then focus forward for their own map pick. NC Slasher, however, is able to find one, the judge for now on the ground. Showstopper, however, similarly at the ready. Just looking to try to contain them back. Boom, pushing forward, persevering. Paint shell sent. Jing frantically trying to figure out Shiro's position. Shiro will get him with the wall bang shot. Once again, up, can it be retained? Boom. Continue to pursue the angle here. Bucky in hand for Jing, just trying to scare him off and force him back. It's about a bit of damage here, now down to 21. Swing onto the corner though, Forsaken, doubling back, is able to find DOS9. Shiro, dead. Devi, got the stinger, pushes in, finds Berserks.
That's the
Slasher fishing through the smoke, is able to find one. The spike drop for a brief little moment. Famous with the off. The swing down, and NC Slasher loses the fight. Famous has to do it all. The question is, again, do you save it or do you try to play it out? His teammates will have relayed how low some of these players are, but now he's trapped in, slides across, gets the no-scope. Oh, tiny bit of style perhaps.
One bullet.
One bullet. Reloads. Can he split this? No. The Bucky will once again sing out.
Who's next?
Pit on C, Dimensional Drift, storming through the B side here for the moment. Push up, close angle. Jing able to find one before being taken down. Jump up into the smoke. Shorty shot, not quite connecting there as something. Quick little exit. Forsaken in the meantime, though, he's pinching forward. He's gotten himself as well over to the baby door. And now this back rubble position is all but shot to me now. Yep, Devi still on a lurk. Missing maybe a timing. DOS9 seemingly has spotted him, but Devi just wins the fight. 13 to
Map for Jing as well in VCT Pacific. So I'll see if he can get another one going here, though.
Yes. Contact. That's going to be the sun coming out a little bit too late. Berserk's out from tower, able to find one, but cannot get the trade up to try to equalize. As hello something. DOS9 takes his time, finds the kill, cherishes it for a moment, but then has his life wrested away from him. As Jing has another fiery hot start here to the pistol round. Push out. This is going to be the 4K. Has the paint shells. Might try to spread the love around here a little bit more as
Oh, hang on.
might be regretting that, but there you go. Goes off the peak, finds it. 4-piece for Jing on 2 charges.
Yeah. Something in Devi going with the same pistol play, so the bonus round can be brought up with next round.
Patman able to find himself a second kill as Dawson will swing out. Gets the headshot. Looking for a little bit more. Berserks will make it somewhat costly. And Jing now 1 away. Shiro just sat here in sewer, gonna try to stay alive, but Devi on the hunt. We'll go ahead, put him down, get his second charge towards that.
Control approach for PRX silently. And Devi will cross that rope to meet with the team 2.
Oh, off the contact of the turret. Zerk's on the peak, able to find. Fast lane to try to escort them forward. Tucked into the corner, never checked here, but might not matter as Forsaken finding one. Now peeks back out there. Made aware. Patman still with that Spectre. Getting himself another 2 kills. Forced to reposition. Salvo's holding him back here for the moment as the smokes get ready to dissipate. Gets retucked into the corner. Nothing to flush him out, but double stuns available here for Shiro and Famous. Shiro finding one. Patman, the Vandal recovered, picked up. Pushing forward. Just the pistol drawn out here in the smoke. Dissipating. Tags him to 60. Swinging around, the off shot, gonna be good for it here is Famous. Bonus conversion, not to come through, but still, again, so much damage suffered.
How many times have we seen Boom win a round and it's only one member survive?
In fact, it is just a massive retreat over towards that rope, which that's going to be a decent amount of splash damage on the DOS9. As dropped down from Shiro, is able to find one, but then PRX opens up the firing squad. 2 more kills in reply.
Yeah, good trades. They'll settle themselves down now for the post plant. Remember, the Rolling Thunder is available.
Planted.
Still in the back pocket here to try to defend. Situated here in main. Famous just taking a bit of a blind shot there. Forsaken is asleep at the wheel. Well, that's going to force the Rolling Thunder. Connects on the 2. Time continuing to tick here. This fault line gets sent. Swoop out. Berserk's good to find Jing. Comes up with that kill, but they still need to break through the door. Berserk's trying to lead the charge. Finds the headshot. That leaves Patman now alone to try to clutch it out. Gets some damage across. The stun. Connecting. The op shot. Missing. But NC Slasher hitting, but the time is not. And, oh, looking for that 2-person face forward. Jing now trapped into the corner. The Armageddon starting to go across. Patman going to be taken down as DOS9 is able to find one. The rest of the players trying to escape, but Forsaken eventually found. DOS9 now with an orbital strike online. Famous. Step on a nice line. Is able to find Jing. Divine forced basically just to drop out of the smoke, try to find something, but boom. Looking like they might be finding their footing for, realistically, the first time here in this series. Flawless would do wonders for them. Something will take that away from them. Through sewers if he wanted to. Looks like it is just going to be the setup here at Arcade. Shots starting to come through, and it's not going to be good for either of them. And 2 players narrowly surviving. And boom. Bring this back, just 1 round separating.
Importantly, it's just the team going to, so that Bucky is just going to be let in somewhere with the Nikes. A duel early in the tree.
Oh, tucked into the corner, and he's looking to get overwhelmed, but DOS9 is overstepped. Up here at Arcade, not gonna find the shot there for Famous. Forsaken, now a weapon upgraded in ahead of that Aftershock. Does get whittled away at, down to 11.
Yeah, they could try and get the spike plant down here. You got to think about a lockdown. Maybe you have to drop the orbital to destroy that one.
Oh, but Patman dies right before they pull the trigger on that, so now working at a pretty big disadvantage, given that Forsaken's eaten quite a bit of damage here. Jing has since been passed over the weapon, looking on that angle, but Berserk's just outspraying. Not suffering any damage. The Vandal not getting through as Berserk finds another something now dead, and it's just Devi around the back with a Sheriff to try to make it a little bit costly, but he can't find the kill.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. It's okay. It was an eco at the end of the day for PRX, but a bit of an investment with the
Win.
Yeah, FT ults to try to contend with. by a side. PRX still going to be in a little bit of a rough spot as that's unassisted. Forsaken goes in, dies. Famous peeks. Padman dies.
So far, so good for Boom.
Excellent. Well, that's not going to do much of anything there. Puts the fear of God into him with the shorty. Lets him know that this tower position not going to be easily breached. Divine able to find Shiro, but swiftly falls to NC Slasher. Famous watching the ropes. Goes ahead.
30 seconds left.
What do you even say?
Yeah.
You just do it time and time again. Okay, there we go.
It's like when you're playing like some kind of horror game and you start getting activated.
Oh, no one.
Drive popped, and then Forsaken is just sending it in towards the spawn, and he's almost gonna come away with two, and Devi's right there with the follow-up. Jing considers it, pulls off the angle there at the end. The boom bot not gonna be lasting too long, but now a timing here on this lockdown. Placed in front of Jen, but Shiro looking to try to catch them by surprise. Swinging the corner, finds the first. Looks to try to clear it out, but something bails them out. Gets that kill. Now it's on Famous. A Vandal versus two Sheriffs, both players at full HP. A flash, a molly between them. A reposition. Default line now. Sent, the stun connecting. And something just swinging around the back, catching him by surprise. Thrifty hit. Forsaken looking like he's suspicious about this potential position here, but now is at risk of getting caught as well. It'll be the orbital that takes him down. Nice little trap play set up from the side of Boom as Gunbarrel gets spotted out. Jing still able to find one before getting picked much these days. Maybe once Sunset comes back into the mix. For now, we'll have that in hand. Overdrive in the charge of Shiro. Very suspicious about this smoke. Something just trying to stay tucked, and so far has not been flushed out. The jump forward, looks to try to steady it, can't quite make it happen, but has done a significant amount of damage. DOS9 at 30 HP. Famous, however, on the peak, instantaneous, finding Devi, leaving Patman now to try to clutch it out. Finds the first, backpedals, has a fault line, even has a rolling thunder, and he's not going to be shy about it, it would seem. Taps the door. Fault line sent. Famous not sticking to it, as it's going to be another Red Bull clutch.
But Berserk's still on the other side of the map.
Oh, scan, finding Forsaken, but Devi finding NC Slasher at drop. Second player working forward, Famous, trying to put that Sheriff to good use, but can't quite find the hit, can't quite find the head. Jing all the meanwhile, ready to just send that showstopper should it be needed, but right now it is looking like they won't have to. Push forward, the crunch coming in. Forsaken trying to wide swing there.
Don't think he expected him down here for Boom.
Push coming through, and Jing, uncharacteristic whips, doesn't even find much damage. Shiro really losing a tiny smattering of armor. Sight still does get taken, plant coming in, Rolling Thunder held. But Armageddon, I don't think that Patman's gonna be able to get away from this one. Oh, he's barely slides out. What a narrow window. And now he's got the Rolling Thunder at the ready. Orbital Strike will start. Forcing back NC Slasher from drop. Something swinging out towards Sand. Ends up getting taken down as Divine. Finding one with the op, eating a flash. Rolling Thunder holds the rest of the team back. 2v3, looking for the smoke timing, Forsaken, finding the headshot, and they're just picking their targets and nailing them. Patman, what a game so far.
Oh yeah. Still staying around A.
Showstopper opened up, blast forward. Two players over here at Sands. It's going to be NC Slasher taken down. Is it Dawson? And then look to try to get the spike in play.
3 members now here for Boom as well. Don't want to flood in before the plant goes down.
30 seconds left.
Retap, just a spray through. Berserk's able to find him. Forsaken. Massacres too. Divine out, sights back over. Lockdown is brought forward. And Berserk's has his work cut out for him.
What?
You say. No utility between them. With just a turret. It's just going to be the blind push into tower, and Berserk's is able to find it. Might just be able to bring this back into their favor. The tap, the scale forward. Forsaken, though. The perfect place at the perfect time. Jumping forward here. All's in control of Boom completely and utterly, but that's going to go ahead and call for a 3-player push out from that B side, but Berserks just had it aligned but couldn't quite find that final shot. Still does an immense amount of damage, finds a kill on the Jing, opens things up here for the team. DOS9, however, going to be overwhelmed here at the attacker's spawn. He's taken down with the spike now planted.
Something does have 3 Sky Smokes as well. Put them to his heart's content.
Tap at the door, the bounce forward. Shiro, great readjust. Finds something. Is forsaking Shiro, and NC Slasher is going to be taken down. Now it's just sliding Neons right at each other, but Famous comes out on top. The tap at the spike. The Sheriff from Defy, and he hits him right between the eyes.
Not a
Every single pistol.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Not a
Glass Cannon Bulldog.
Yeah.
Jing around the corner. Putting some damage through there. Patman swinging in, trying to reinforce this position. DOS9, however, is able to collect 2. Opens things up a bit while Berserks, Glass Cannon, coming up with Forsaken finding the first shot. Can he pick up the weapon? He's going to look to do so. Ends up dying though. Berserks from drop, finding it. Something now. Has to try to pull this one off. Shiro, Salvo's at the ready. There's the tap. Forcing it back away, guaranteeing that there's just not going to be enough time. Berserks will end up falling. There's something. Collecting the 2 kills. We'll get it.
big tree approach.
Oh.
Is A, and they will now know with all this util.
Fast lane set, Patman dropping down, getting tucked in towards default. Slide forward, he's gonna get caught up into the crossfire as Famous does get taken down. Patman joining in alongside something, finding the kill, but double push out of the smoke, and Berserk's good for 1. Jing, Sheriff shot to the space. Finds another before getting traded out by Shiro. Suddenly, it's Forsaken.
But it's a hard spot to take a retake from.
Is it fast lane for a reposition to try to grab a gun, perhaps?
Planted.
Just a Sheriff at drop. Goes down, finds the first, but oh no, it's full armor striking.
Back to ultimate round soon.
Drone going out.
North side approach.
Door left unlocked, and boom, looking to just make themselves right at home. Jing, though, nice shot, finds the kill there on a Famous, but NC Slasher coming away with 2. As well as finding an immense amount of damage on the Jing before getting taken down by the Showstopper. Something trying to steady those shots, but DOS9 a little bit faster with it. Gapes, in the meantime, a sight, once again, going to be the target. The push forward getting ready to come through. Something trying to watch the angle here with that Sheriff. The push out. It's going to be Divide with the Phantom. He's able to catch him by surprise. Dancing around the wall here is Forsaken. To the opposite side finds NC Slasher, and PRX are doing it again. He's got the Outlaw, but now they have it confirmed. Spike picked up.
Spike planted.
Berserks has to go absolutely crazy, and it'll just be whizzing right past Patman's ear. PRX off the back of the timeout will find themselves another thrifty win, and now get up to double digits.
I'm sure a lot of teams would like to know what gets discussed in these sort of...
Hard to blame them for slowing down after the previous bit of damage there on the Divide. Forsaken, though.
Quick.
Taking in, yep. Damn fast with it, finds NC Slasher. Now, boom, they don't know which way to go. They have 30 seconds.
And what do? You need to have your lurk start to activate, but it's been noted.
Spotted Jing just on top of Jen. Pops his head, and now it's a go button, but they're losing the plot. Tavai able to find one. Shiro fighting back. Might just give them the opportunity here to try to get the plant down. The Armageddon going to be called in, but the orbital strike is there in response from something, but it's a hair off the mark. Shiro narrowly able to stay alive. Rolling Thunder committed. The frantic spray eventually rewarded. As DOS9, he has been a god incarnate in the past series that he has played. Can he deliver here now today? The Molly, it's just going to be far too late. It arrives exactly where it needed to, but not when it was needed. PRX. Classic little setup here, but no one home to...
This is ambitious.
Destroyed by it. Forsaken is about to be rewarded. How does he get away with that? Even into a half buy. Towards this side of the map. But clear out Berserks. Pushing forward, trying to take some forward space, but a glimpse is going to be found, and there's the stunt. Batman swinging out. So damn snappy with it, finds the headshot. NC Slasher tucked away. It's just 2 stingers in their hands, forced into the open by the Molly. And he can only deliver 1. What a round response here from PRX. Off the back of the timeout from Boom, the magic is not found. They get up now to match point.
But they don't want to bow out here.
Just 2 series away. Spotting out even more. 2 players on this side of the map. The Nanoswarm going to be disrespected. Famous trying to run him down. The shorty drawn out, but a tiny bit of damage going to be found. That paint shell, however, might find more as Jing, position given up, shifts forward towards Arcade and eventually will be found. Berserks comes away with it. Something trying to go off of timing, but Famous just a little bit faster. Forsaken now sliding forward. I mean, he's just getting shot by the turret behind. But do they realize that he's in this spot? It seems like the answer is no. Elbow taken off, Famous 5 HP. The AWP would be overkill, and it will not find the chance.
Generally something that you're trying to, you know, practice and reiterate time and time again, those sort of things. It's just trying to figure out individually what you can communicate to the team. More control against Jing, trying to spot what he can on top of the smoke, and it's
the catch.
On Famous with a good fast lane, with some good timing of NC Slash's fault line to off-put another angle.
Something. Oh, what a catch! Doesn't squander it. Overdrive here from Famous, doesn't manage to find one, but Jing
Spike down, B.
takes down Shiro, the showstopper, at the ready. Famous in tower, sends it to the side. Nothing gonna be found there, but lockdown just to create some more shallow angles. Jing trying to counter swing out, eventually finds it. It's all down to NC Slasher, and he cannot make it happen. Padman is